Because we're talking about Mania. Big
Mm-hmm.
shit's happening in Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Even a potential triple threat match
Mm-hmm.
between Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and John Cena.
Yeah. Yeah. So people have been talking about a triple threat between CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. But the current rumor, at least according to WrestleVotes, is that WWE officials and whatever are leaning more towards a triple threat for the WWE Championship. And then that way Roman can go, one-on-one with Seth Rollins, which I think makes the most sense anyway. And then the um, triple threat for the WWE Championship, I said that if it was going to be the Elimination Chamber, obviously is going to go after Cody. I said Punk was the best, but where do you then put Cena? Like I know that people have been saying, oh, well, if it's Punk and Cody at Mania, then Cena can face like Logan Paul. And I'm like, you
Not for
got to
his
keep,
last one. That's the
no, not,
thing.
no.
Not for his last one.
And this is also a way for him to be in a match and not have it be like so focused on what he's doing, because obviously he's not going to be up to par with Cody and Punk, obviously, because they are wrestling full time and Cena is not. But I do think that he should have like a high quality match for his last one. And I also think that having Cena and Punk in a match with Cody makes a lot more sense than just like throwing Punk in a match with Roman and Seth. I think more people are interested in a one-on-one between Roman and Seth than having the triple threat, which I know that you don't agree, but I think I think people would be more satisfied if this were the outcome instead. Like if they're not gonna if the WWE Championship is going to have Punk in it, I think that you would prefer to see Punk for the WWE Championship than in a random triple threat for nothing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm realizing with this Mania. And as much as I don't like the Roman Seth Punk triple threat, I'm not really the biggest fan of the Cena Punk Cody triple threat. But we're gonna see something along one of those two triple threats at Mania.
Yeah.
I would much rather see CM Punk, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, because that's because Seth and Roman have their history and they can do more build up with it.
Well, and it doesn't
They don't have
involve a
to have
championship.
it doesn't involve a championship, but you can do more with the build up to it, and you don't have a worry about a loose end of CM Punk trying to tie in the connection. Like it's a straight arrow where CM Punk, Cena, Cody for the main, for the title, and then that being the main event. Punk gets the main event of WrestleMania. Cena main events his last WrestleMania for the WWE Championship, potentially his 17th.
Yeah.
And then Cody is main eventing WrestleMania
And having to
for the
defend it
third year in a
against
row.
in defending the title against two of the greats. Yeah. So it's like there's a
that's
lot of
it. That's the money.
Well, that's a
it.
lot of story, because then it's like, okay, like you said, Cena going for 17, Punk wanting to main event a WrestleMania and walk out the champion, because he's walked in as the champion but never out. And Cody is like, okay, are we going to see a passing of the torch? Like, is he going to win? Is he going to be able to stop Punk and Cena? Is this like, there's so much there that I feel like even if they're all good guys, people are going to be so checked in, and it is the audience will be divvied up. Like I know that we've talked about it where obviously when we're talking about like the biggest baby faces in the company, you don't want to divvy that up, but I think when it's Cody Rhodes, John Cena, and CM Punk, you're kind of okay with divvying that up, because it's like those are die-hard fan bases. That's not like and I'm not saying this in any way, but like it's not like a Jey Uso versus I don't know, another person that's like high. It's like or even like Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes. Like everybody is going to probably be supporting Cody Rhodes simply because the fans for Cody are deeper than the fans of a singular Jey Uso. So it's like that is when you don't want to do it, But in this case, it's like no, that's money. And that's a really good, I think, like night 2 main event, and then also allows Roman to probably main event night 1.
I don't think Roman should main event
I don't
WrestleMania this year.
I don't disagree with you, but I don't think it matters. I think he will, because I'm telling you, like, the reason they tried to keep the title on him for so long was because they wanted him in the history books. That was the only reason. And I think that they're going to keep trying to do that. Like, now that he's not champion, well, another record he can have is like the number of manias that he main events, and it feels like that's what they're going to do, especially because he's not champion anymore. But I do think that him versus Seth, like, it's possible that we get to it where they say it's a co-main event, right? That bullshit, so that it can still count for him. Bullshit. But I think I think him versus Seth very easily could main event. Like, I think that not just because of who's in it, but I feel like people could care enough about it that, yeah, it does warrant the night 1 main event. But I think we'll have to see, because I think a women's match could potentially be like that. Like,
that's what I was about to say. Like, what women's match?
Rhea Bianca
right now,
potentially.
Like, Rhea Bianca could. No, Rhea Bianca could main event night 1
if Bianca turns heel, because that's a match that they're playing with fire. Because those are 2 women that are like so over with the crowd that it's like kind of risky for them to be like, let's put them against each other. You know,
yeah, but you can do that at WrestleMania.
Well,
if there's a time to do like any sort of both fandom superstar, like ginormous fandoms of superstar, you can do that type of match at WrestleMania.
Well, I think it would be really interesting with Bianca being the heel, though. I mean, we've been saying that for so long that we wanted to see a heel. She was a
fantastic heel in NXT.
I think
like, she can. I want to see it.
Well, we thought that it might because of the Jade situation.
Yeah, that's really, who the hell attacked Jade?
I don't know.
Who attacked Jade?
I'm wondering if the reason they've put it off is like because she was injured. So it's like, is she not ready to return? And that's why they've been putting it off. Or is it something where it's like, okay, we kind of have to wait until after Elimination Chamber to see the payoff? I don't know, because we already know Io Sky is not going to be in the Elimination Chamber. And when you look at the other people in the match, it feels like, okay, well, if they're not going to go with Liv, because it looks like Liv is going to be in the tag team scene, then the main person that people are going to want to see against Rhea at Mania is going to be Bianca. So, like, I mean, I don't know.